Okay, so video number 4. This is a continuation of the week with breakdowns. I think so far I've missed, between last week and this week, 5 of my exercise routines, split between both weeks. But so I'm feeling a little bit down about my breakdowns on that. But physically, I just have to say that I'm just depressed about how weak I am. Continuing to have a shoulder soreness and problem. It definitely affects my ability on a couple of the exercises with these arm extensions going down and so forth. I really feel it in my right shoulder. So, but I mean, I can tell it's getting stronger, it's improving, but it's still weak, and even that's depressing. So I'm just disheartened that I'm having these breakdowns. I'm having some weakness and whatnot, and that's difficult for me to grapple with. After having a conversation with Tony last week, he basically said, all this about the diet, the exercise, doing it, and so forth, it's just a decision. You just have to make a decision and decide, what you want. If you decide it, then you just go ahead and do it. Do you want to be you want to diet for the rest of your life, he says, or do you want to just make a decision and eat food for energy and what your body needs and so forth. I mean, all these things are good motivators, good statements of fact that I know from my past experience are true. So it's not like I have any discounting of them. But I think after last week, saying that and then basically putting me on the spot and saying, what do you want? Do you want to do this? And I said, yeah, when I first started, I wanted to do it to be able to pick up my kids and play with them and have more energy and strength to do that. And he asked me again, and what do you want? And I said, well, I want to be able to play with my kids. And, point blank, he said, well, no, you don't, because if you did, you'd be doing it already. So that's not what you want. So what do you want? What's going to be your motivating factor to keep going? And I thought that was really true, and so my assignment was to do this video, obviously, and then video log, and then obviously write down what it was that I wanted. And time has gone by. I haven't set down the time, made the time to do that, but I think that's because, one, just being busy, but two, not really knowing how to answer that question, trying to grapple with what it is that I do want. So not knowing what I want is problematic. And the other thing is that, in the past, being motivated by accolades or kudos from other people, or being self-motivated by others' feedback, has been, primary motivation tool that I've used throughout my life. But not being motivated by anybody else anymore, maybe it's a struggle to find out what I'm being motivated by. So I'm kind of stuck this week in that place, trying to deal with those questions Tony put to me, and stuck dealing with my breakdowns with the exercise, stuck dealing with my weakness. The interesting thing, though, which I would love to expand upon another time, but all these breakdowns in my physical exercise are manifesting themselves, or the same breakdowns manifest themselves in my business life, which has impacts in business for me as well. So it's not just the physical workout program, but these breakdowns I'm experiencing are what I experience in business life, and that's very frustrating too. So I definitely need to make a decision about what it is I want, or at least discover that or find that out. But on a positive, to end on a positive note, it is exciting that all these thoughts, these breakthroughs, if you will, in terms of like levels of consciousness and understanding like the breakdowns I'm experiencing in this exercise program, or the breakdowns I experience in life, in business and personal relationships and whatnot. So it's not just about the exercise, and I think that's maybe what Tony was getting to initially when we started. So that kind of stuff fascinates me, and at least keeps me motivated to keep exploring and keep digging in to find out more. Anyway, this is where I'm at.